as any of us. As much as I am a Bostonian, TPS holders are Bostonians. They've been here for years and decades. They're our neighbors and co-workers. They're members of our faith community. They own homes and businesses. Many of them have children and spouses who are United States citizens. They pay taxes and contribute to the economy. And after this tax bill that's been passed in Washington by the Congress, they're going to pay more taxes. And you know something? I haven't heard one person from El Salvador grab me and complain about that. And more important, they're members of our community. Taking this protection away from these young people and family members of ours will not make our community safer. To the contrary, it's going to introduce chaos. It will inject fear in our neighborhoods, as we've seen already in the last year and month. We've seen that. I see it when I walk into the schools, when I look into young people's faces. It's going to interrupt our businesses. It's going to rip our family apart. It's going to go completely opposite of what we're trying to do here in Boston and in Massachusetts as far as building our economy and making sure that we've lift everyone up. Of all the deeply troubling things that have happened since the president took office, this is one of the most hypocritical. And it's probably the most un-American. Members of the Trump administration seem to have forgotten their ancestors came here seeking a better life, often fleeing hunger and war, persecution, and natural disaster. If they had been sent back, you wouldn't see their last names on office buildings and hotels and on Pennsylvania Avenue today at the White House. But they prefer to think about that wasn't them. What they're doing is they'd rather divide us and the country. The truth is, America isn't just defined by its borders, and it's certainly not defined by any one culture. America is defined by our values. America is an idea. Out of many, we are one. In Boston, we never lost sight of that. Actually, we know America is great. America was literally built by people like Gabriella, and Karen's going to come up in a few minutes and talk, and Elmer's parents. That's who this country was built by. If you go back to any building in this building, or any road in this street, or any church, those buildings were built by the hands of immigrants that came here and worked hard to lay that foundation. And hundreds of years later, many of those buildings are still standing. That's who we are as a city. We need to continue to move forward. Boston has never forgotten that we're a city of immigrants. We know that fear-mongering only weakens communities that we've built together. We stand united in Boston. And when I say this, Patricia mentioned this about elected officials. In Boston, we stand united for Salvatorians, with Haitians, with the entire Central American community. Unshaken in our belief that diversity and opportunity are what makes our city and America great. Congress has 20 months to act. We're going to push them, and I'm going to push them every single day, because families cannot live with this uncertainty. In a couple of weeks, I get a chance to go down to Washington, not to go to the White House. I haven't been invited back. But I get a chance to go down and meet with the Conference of Mayors from around the United States of America. And almost to a person, that includes Republican mayors, we stand united on these issues. Because we know what makes our cities move. We know what supports our cities. We know what the backbone of our cities are. In June, we have the United States Conference of Mayors coming to Boston, Massachusetts to host the conference. We're going to have over 1,200 mayors from around the United States of America here in our city. And during that time, we're going to highlight the fact of our immigrant city. We're going to highlight the fact of our young people doing special things in our schools. We're going to highlight the fact of who we are as a city and where our morals are. Our Office of Immigrant Advancement, Alejandro St. Ganis here, is an amazing office. Our Immigrant Defense Fund is providing lawyers to people facing deportation. We are developing legal clinics to help TPS holders stay in the city they love and to educate people so people don't feel they have to live in the shadows of our city. We're fighting for a comprehensive immigration reform that provides real pathways to permanent residency and citizenship. And above all, we're showing what a city of proud immigrants looks like, one full of TPS holders from El Salvador and everywhere else. It looks like Boston. That's who we are. I want to thank all of the organizations that are here today. I want to thank Centro Presente. Thank you for organizing this. I want to thank the Haitian American United organization. Thank you for being here. I want to thank the Lawyers Committee for Civil Rights and Economic Justice for being here today. I want to thank the elected officials for standing up for our communities today and every single day. And above all, and most importantly today, I want to thank the TPS holders in the city of Boston today. I want to thank you for your strength, your bravery, and for choosing Boston. The way our forefathers did, the way my parents did. You make our city stronger. We respect and we love you, and we're going to fight for you every single day until Washington smartens up. Thank you very much for being here.
Thank you, Mayor. We have been holding monthly meetings with members that have TPS. And Gabriela's mother have been coming to those meetings since January last year, non-stopping. And Gabriela was there at every single meeting on Saturday. And I'm so happy to see somebody like Gabriela here today speaking with you. And I'm so happy to see the politicians, but I want to see the politicians not just when we are facing a crisis. I want to see the politicians all the time working with the community, working with the immigrant community, because we are part of the society. We are part of the city. So please don't come to see us only when we're facing a crisis. Come to see us every single day. Go to East Boston, go to Chelsea, see us. We live there, we're part of this city.